Hi everyone, I am Rishabh. I appreciate that you showed interest to see the video. This blog web application is made by using Django framework for backend. In this video, I'll be talking about the different functions of the web app, and I will have a link in the description which will lead you to a YouTube video of mine where you will get the glimpse and explanation about the course behind it. So let's get started. As you can see, this is the home page of the web application. Now the blogs are being displayed at the home page in the form of cards. You can see there are 3 cards right now in a row and in total 4 cards. Now it is responsive, so suppose if I try to reduce the window, you can see it creates an hamburger icon and you can scroll down and do just like you would do in desktop. Fine. So we have different functions. As you can see, we have a search bar, sign up, login, create a blog, contact us, some categories also, and in every card of the blog we can see a blog thumbnail, title, the author username, the last modifier date and time, and some part of the content. Now I will explain every function one by one. So let's start with the search bar. Now in search bar you can write any word or character you want, and what will it do? It will search those keywords in the titles of every blog and it will show which the blogs it got matched with. Like suppose if I write data, it will show the blog. It is showing this blog because it has data in its title. If I write primer, fine. If I write suppose tipping, so it will show all the things which will have this keyword containing. Now if I click at the logo, it will lead us to the home page again. Now as you can see, there are different categories. Now if you click on any category, it will filter the blogs you want to see. Like for suppose if I click on programming language, it will show me only those blogs which have programming language as category. Like if I click on artificial intelligence, it will show only these blogs which falls under this particular category. Same for book reviews, same for cloud computing. Fine. Now suppose I am logging out. Now as you can see, I am not logged in now, and we have different restrictions. I will show that in some time. And right now I want to see how does a blog look like. So for that I have to give a click at any card, at anywhere on the card. So let's suppose I want to see this blog, I want to read it. I will click on it, and as you can see, the blog card thumbnail is nothing but the blog image. So whenever you will see a detailed blog post, it will lead by a blog image, then the title, then the author username, the last updated time and date, obviously the content. At the bottom, you see the particular author's profile link with its username, the created date and time, the last updated date and time, the author's profile pic, and also the category under which this particular blog falls in. Now, if you click on this category also, it will lead you to the same where it will filter the blogs. Fine. So let's see how many blogs can we read. Suppose I already read this one. I want to click on this. Fine. I want to read this. Cool. I've already read this 3. Now I want to read this. Now here, if you notice, like after reading 3 blogs, when I clicked on the 4th one, it already redirected me to the login page. So why does that? Now I hope you can see this flowchart. We have 3 kinds of users. The anonymous user, those users who are scrolling through our blog web application, who does not have an account, or even if they have an account, they are not logged in right now. So those kind of users can only read the limit of 3 blogs, maximum 3 blogs. After that, if they are trying to read, it will redirect them to the login page. Cool. Now suppose when it has redirected to a login page, I have 3 options: login, and if I forgot password, and creating a new account. Suppose I want to create a new account. So the moment I will create a new account, it will add me to a group. Now we have two kind of group, reader and author. The moment I will sign up, it will add me to the reader group. Now what does the reader group do? It has the permission to read any blog. It can read any amount of blog, any amount of category, but it does not have the permission to write any blog. Fine. So by default, you are a reader when you are signed up, and if you want to write, you have to change in your account setting from reader to author. As author has the permission of create, read, update and delete, then you can write the blogs and change it accordingly. So let's create an user and see how does it work out. I am creating a user, suppose test_falcon. I have registered it. As you can see, the moment I register, it makes me logged in automatically. Fine. So now that you are logged in and you have created your username, you have already fallen under the group of reader. So now let's see if I can access all the 4 blogs or not. See, now I can access all the 4 blogs. So now, but I want to write a blog. So if I click on create a blog option, it will show me that it's a 403 error. Now I do not have the permission for that. So if I want a permission, I have to update it in my account setting. Now that's where the user profile page comes in. You can see there are 4 options now: your username, logout, create a blog and contact us. If you click in your username option, it will lead you to your profile page. Here you can see a by default pic as a profile pic, and you can see 3 options: update account details, change password and delete account. At the bottom you can see this name blogs by Test Falcon. Like if you write any blog, those blogs will start appearing here. Fine. Now I want to become an author. So for that I have to update my details. Now I want to change many things. So let's say my first name is Falcon, my last name is Hawk. I want to have a profile pic too. So let's upload an arbitrary one. I want to have a bio. And here you can see by default you are a reader. So to become an author, just click on author and submit. You can see your profile has been updated. You can see your updated profile pic. You can see your username now, and just below that you can see your first name and last name. And just below there you can have your bio. Fine. So let's try whether we can create a blog or not. I have clicked on the create blog. It gives me a form. Now this form has a title, content, status, category, image and submit. Now you can see in the content we have a rich text editor. For that I am using the TinyMCE. For the title I say what is web scraping. I have added a dummy text as a content. As it's a rich text editor, you can create you can use any font, bold, italic. You can change the size of a font. You can create list. There are many options. Now I want to keep the status as published. Now we have 2 kinds of status. One is draft, one is published. Now if you have a published status, it will, and if you submit, this particular blog will start showing at your home page because it is published. Now if you choose draft, it will only keep showing at your profile page, not at your home page, because it's not yet published. Now I have to choose the category. Let's choose the technological tools, and I'm choosing an image for the blog image. Let's say submit. As you can see, we have created the blog and we got some different things: the pic, the title, the username, updated, the content, and we got 2 more options: update and delete. I will explain this, but just for that I have the author profile link and the username. Just beside that the author profile pic, the category and the created date time, updated date time. If you click here, it will lead you that particular author's profile page. Fine. Now, if you see, it has been published, so we can see this in the home page. Cool. Now, if you click on this particular blog which you have written just now, you can see the option update and delete. But when we have seen we open any other blog written by any other user, you can't see those because these blogs are not written by you. So you do not have the permission to change anything. But you do have the permission to change anything in your blog. So let's update it. I say just web scraping. Suppose this is web scraping. I've changed the title and I want to submit. You can see the title has been changed, so you can update things. Now I want to delete this place, so I click on delete. It is asking me for confirm. Yes, delete, and the particular post got deleted. Fine. Now let's save. If you click on here, you can scroll down and see this particular author page. If you click here, it will open this particular author's profile. Now here you can see it is showing only the profile pic, the bio, the username, and the first name and last name. There is nothing of the update account details or change account password or delete because it's not your profile. Now if we go home, we click on our profile, you can see I have the options. Fine. So let's change our password. It will give us a form where you have to put the old password, new password, and change. Now it will show you a success page, but it will have to continue to the home page. And you are still logged in, but your password has been changed. So now, suppose I want to log out. I will just click here and I want to log in, and I forgot my password. So I will click on forgot password and I will give my email ID and reset. Now it will show me a success page that to check my email. I am using the console now for now, so I will get my link in my console. As you can see, I have the link here. So let's click the link, copy, and the next page. If you click on the link, it will ask you another form for a new password and a new password confirmation. So let's give a new password and reset. Now you can see it's done. Your password has been reset. If you continue to the home page, then if you try logged in, and you are logged in now. For example, all the functions have almost been covered. Now one thing is there. Suppose I want to log in with not only the username but also the email ID also. Like we have configured in that way that you can also use your email ID and you can log in. Now suppose you want to delete your account. For that you just have to click on delete account. Yes, delete, and it will lead you to the home page and keep you signed out because you have created your account. Well, thank you for watching. I hope it